hello. Hope you're well, hope you're well, hope you're swell, hope you're wavy, hope you're gravy. You're doing good. You're doing great. You're doing great, you're doing fantastic. You're doing amazing. I have a poetry book, people. I have a poetry book. And the link is in the description. It's 40 love poems. And it's called The Many Shades of Flowers. The Many Shades of Flowers. The Many Shades. The Many Shades of Flowers. It's $1. And I greatly appreciate anyone who checks that out. The link is in the description. Give me 5 stars, please. 5 stars goes a long way. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thought I'd do water sounds today. Water sounds today. And just stick to that. I'll throw in some other stuff, like maybe some subtle tapping here and there. But yeah. I want to experiment more. Try out different things. Just really, try my best to find out what's working, what's not working. This month, we're in June right now. It wasn't as good as May. May was better. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to keep having this thing of like, I don't know, maintain some consistent growth and so on and so forth. Or rather, have a steady upwards trajectory. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself, but if I upload multiple times a day, just trying out different things, it'll make it easier for me to see what's working, what's not working. If I try different video ideas, at the very least, it'll bolster my my income at the end of the month. Because obviously 2 or 3 videos is better than 1. I used to think that if I upload multiple times a day, that it would somehow affect the progress of each individual video. Not at all. You can upload basically as many times as you want. It won't affect your performance on the algorithm. I've seen that. That's why news channels, so a channel that's focused on news, they can upload 10 videos in a day. Some news channels upload 10 videos in a day, they get hundreds of thousands of views per video. Amazing. Amazing. So you can imagine, if your channel's big enough, you can get 1 million views per day. 1 million plus. Some people are doing that, which is insane. Every day. That's gonna be a problem. How do I keep this thing from... I'm actually partaking in a fast until 3 p.m. just because I want to train myself in bodily discipline, mastering your urges. When you're hungry, rejecting the impulse to eat, stuff like that. So I don't want to go too hard on myself, because the harder you make it, the less likely you are to do it again. So I said, okay, just until 3 p.m. don't eat anything, and then at 3 p.m. you can break your fast. So what I want to do is gonna film another cooking video today, and go to the. So I'm gonna go to the store just now to get a few groceries, and then I'm gonna film the video, and then I'll eat when I'm done cooking. So maybe I should time it so that I'm eating at 3 p.m. So maybe I should leave at 1 to go to the store, because if I leave now, I'm gonna get back. I'll get back just now and then cook, and then probably before 12 I'll be done cooking, and I'll just be blinking like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? I mean, I can get groceries now and then cook later. But yeah, it's very important to get a hold of yourself. Fasting is a great way to teach yourself discipline. Fasting is an excellent way to teach yourself discipline. Say no to your urges, to your whims, your desires. I'm seeing like dust particles. What is? I think the gloss was dusty, maybe. It's definitely something in here. Oh well. Water. Water sounds. Thinking about The Acolyte. Terrible show. Terrible show, but episode 5 was decent. A lot of people are saying it's trash, but come on, guys. Come on. I thought it wasn't half bad. I thought it was just, if I was to rate it, maybe 5.5 to 6 out of 10. To say 6 is to suggest it's above average, which is, you know. But I think it was decent, because the lightsaber battle was nice. People are making a ridiculous claim saying it's the best Star Wars lightsaber battle. I'm like, relax, that's not even a little bit true. But it was good. It was nice to watch. It was violent and satisfying. I thought it was cool. We have to be objective. It's a bad show for we know that much, but you know, I think it's important to give credit where credit's due. When you see someone's doing a good job somewhere, just point out that was nice. I enjoyed that. It's okay. You shouldn't hate something on principle. You shouldn't be like, I've been hating on it all along, so I'll just keep doing it. It's like, no. It's okay to be honest and direct and be harsh in your criticism when it's warranted. But when there's genuine cause for celebration, maybe not celebration, but you know, just to give them props, then do that. There's no need to be like, oh no, this is bad. When they're clearly, you know, onto something. Is this doing? I don't think this is doing. What can I do with this? Swish. I can't do anything with this. This does not make any sound. I guess I can just sip. Sounds like a nice little visual trigger. There you go. You got it. This camera is sick. I like this camera. Such an upgrade from what I had before. This could be a sick thumbnail. Let's see. Let me take a picture. I want to get myself in frame. Oh, damn it. How does it look when there's no water? Water just poured out. Subtle, quiet video today. With regards to that collide, I have no idea where that show is going, how it's going to end. I don't think they can turn that ship around. I think they've done too much damage. They clearly know nothing about Star Wars. Whoever's writing the show, that lady, I forgot her name. She does not give two rat's bums about about Star Wars. She's just using it as a vehicle for her political propaganda ideology. That's all it is, really. All this stuff these days. That all these Disney movies and series, all these franchises that are being ruined by these activists masquerading as artists. It's just propaganda. People are fed up. People want just art. They just want art, man. They just want to go to a movie and enjoy the movie without being preached to about some political cause. The messaging it's so not subtle. It's so obvious what they're trying to do with a lot of these movies. It's always about the message and not just telling a good story that people can get behind. It's always something. And The Acolyte is prime example of that, which is why it's doing so poorly amongst the audience. People are fed up, dude. And I just don't understand why these people don't get it by now. Like, you're pushing away your fans. And you're destroying a beloved franchise. It's sad. Like, they're genuinely wrecking Star Wars. They're making it terrible. And they don't... The thing that infuriates a lot of people is that Disney is hiring people that genuinely don't care about Star Wars. They couldn't care less. They care so little about the universe that was built by George Lucas. They don't care at all. They don't know anything. Yet this one schmuck, this guy on this interview is so smug, talking about there's no good and evil in Star Wars. Anakin blew up the Death Star and killed people. And he's like, people are like, you idiot. Anakin didn't blow up the Death Star. Luke did. It's like, imagine being that ignorant. You were hired to act in this and you don't know basic facts. I'm not even a big Star Wars fan. I'll make an admission right now. I haven't even seen... I'm gonna get roasted for this. I haven't seen the original 3 Star Wars. Like the first 3 that were released like decades ago. The originals. I haven't watched them. I might have seen A New Hope. Or something like that. I think I've watched that one. I'm not sure. I've watched the prequels. And I enjoy the prequels. People were hating on the prequels. I never got that. I watched them. I thought they were nice. But I never watched the original ones. But even I, who's hasn't watched the original ones, I know basic facts. Luke was the one who blew up the Death Star in that what do they call those? In a starfighter? I think that's what they call it. I'm not sure what they call those little spaceships that they do their little space dogfights in. I'm not sure what they call them. I think it's called a starfighter. I'm not sure. How do they hire someone and pay them serious money to act in this beloved franchise, and this person doesn't know the basics? And he can blow up the Death Star. He doesn't even know. It's so disrespectful, dude. It's genuinely, like, insane. And then he says there's no good and evil in Star Wars. Like, what? He says it's complicated. Like, who are you? Where do they find you? They need to get rid of you because the dark side of the Force. What do you think that is? The Sith were literally the bad guys. They were evil. They were evil. Anakin killed children in pursuit of power. He killed little children, babies. Evil. Evil, evil, evil. Palpatine, evil, was manipulating Anakin to do the terrible things he did. All sorts of manipulation behind it. The dark side of the Force represents evil. It represents malevolence. It represents everything wrong with people and their thirst for power. To say that there's no binary of good and evil in Star Wars is so ridiculous. That was the whole point. You've got the good side and you've got the bad side. And yes, everyone is struggling with that within themselves, but ultimately, the Jedi represented the good guys, the Sith represented the bad guys, the Order, the Empire represented the bad guys. I haven't watched the original Star Wars films, and I know this. I played some Star Wars games. I watched a bit of the Clone Wars. I watched the prequels. I've watched The Mandalorian. I've watched some stuff here and there. You read some stuff here and there. This is basic, like, and this clown that they hired to act as a Jedi can't tell you. This guy was literally given the role of a Jedi. He can't tell you who blew up the Death Star. Unbelievable. Think about that. He knows so little that he thinks he doesn't know the difference between Anakin, who is Darth Vader, and Luke Skywalker. He doesn't know the difference. He thinks they're the same person. But that's where Disney is right now. These are the sort of people they're hiring, because again, it's not about the story. It's about pushing political ideologies. It's about propaganda. The story doesn't matter. The story is just used to lure people in, to trick them. Oh, Star Wars, a new Star Wars. Let's go watch. Then they start watching, they realize it's a bunch of nonsense. Just badly written nonsense. Upsetting, man. Like they don't care that they're destroying people's beloved franchise. Like, this is what people grew up watching. It was such an integral part of their childhood. They have such fond memories going to the cinema, watching these movies, watching with friends, having conversations, having debates. All of that is being destroyed by these assholes. Very unfortunate. One franchise after the next. We're seeing all of it being destroyed. We're seeing how they're destroying Marvel in the comics and in the cinematic universe. We're seeing how they're destroying DC in the comics and the cinematic universe. Star Wars. A lot of the old Disney movies, Disney characters are being destroyed as well. Like, they're destroying everything. Everything. They're coming after it all because of what that stuff represents. Think about it. It actually makes sense when you think about why they're doing it. Because a lot of this stuff was rooted in traditional values. These people are directly opposed to traditional values because they're Marxists. Marxism is, if you read the Communist Manifesto, it calls for the abolishment, the deconstructing of all social institutions and order. Everything. Marriage, children, like having kids. These people, how many people these days are like, oh, F kids, we don't want kids, da 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 da. You got people saying you don't need two-parent households now. You got people saying all sorts of crazy stuff. And these movies are pushing all this nonsense onto us. And people, the vast majority of the world is still very much traditional. And they don't like it. Promoting homosexuality and all this stuff onto children. Which is like, what adults do in their own time, hey, that's you. But leave the kids out of it, man. all the, you know, the homosexuality, the transgenderism, all that, they're putting it into children's cartoons and stuff. People are just like, what? Why are you doing this? Like, why can't you just keep it simple, know your audience, know what your audience wants, and stick to that? They're Marxists. They're trying to destabilize everything. Even the concept of good and evil is controversial now, because now morality is subjective, right? That's what they say now. That's what these Marxists say. They say morality is subjective. There's no such thing as objective good, objective evil. So that's why in a Star Wars, that is literally about the binary choice between good and evil, the light side and the dark side. And yes, everyone wrestles with that within themselves, but the choice, you have to choose the light and reject the darkness. Anakin chose the dark. Luke, his son, chose the light. We see that with Qui-Gon Jinn. We see that with Obi-Wan Kenobi. We see that all these people, they wrestle with it, making the right choice. And the Jedi represent goodness, righteousness. That's what they represent. A good moral cause. But these Marxists are against that. That's why you have this moron that they hired who doesn't know anything about Star Wars. He doesn't know who blew up the Death Star. Doesn't know the difference between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. Thinks they're the same person. That's why he says Luke was evil for blowing up the Death Star. He literally said, oh, he killed millions of people. Yeah, they were evil. They were the Empire, and they literally destroyed planets. The Death Star literally blew up planets, entire planets. It had to go. Like, it had to go. What is the option? Just let them keep blowing up planets and oppressing people? Like, these people are tapped, bro. The brains have been rotted by Marxism. But yeah, that's why they're abolishing all these things. Superman. They're coming for Superman. Because he represents, again, just goodness. So now they're trying to, now they're saying, well, he represents the patriarchy and the white men, this and all this nonsense that they're starting to throw onto this very innocent, wholesome tale of a superhero, of a person just trying to do good in society and save people. They're demonizing him now. They're doing it all these characters. Batman. They're coming for Batman now. Now with Batman, when he's fighting these thugs, when he's fighting these goons, these criminals, and he's seeing them looting stores. This literally happened, by the way, in a Batman comic. He saw these thugs looting the store, and you know what he said? Instead of going down and beating their asses, which is what he usually does, he said, insurance will take care of it. Because apparently you're supposed to let the criminals steal, because insurance will just take care of it. They literally wrote that into a comic. Unbelievable. It's so unlike Batman to do something like that. Batman would beat them so badly, all of them will be eating through a straw. Because he's not the friend of criminals. They're supposed to fear him and know that if they get caught committing crimes, they'll be badly hurt. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's what Batman represented. Now they're saying he's a white man and part of the patriarchy and this, that, and the third. Oh my god, bro. These people are the worst. So that they're coming after all of it. They're trying to dismantle all of it, destroy all of it, and they're not. And you know, I think they're trying to like transform it in some sense to make it better. They can't do that because they're not artists. They don't know the first thing about making good stories. That's why everything they touch turns to shit, because they're not actually good at their jobs. they're not making it better. They're making everything worse and unrecognizable. It's so bad. That's why Hollywood is flopping and all these mass layoffs are happening. People are losing jobs left, right, and center. Companies that have been around for decades are closing down because the Marxists have entered. They don't know how to build. They only know how to destroy. That's just the reality. They don't know how to build. They only know how to destroy. It's very unfortunate. But people are getting fed up, man. People are getting so tired of all these agendas they're pushing in these movies and series and games and books. People are just getting so fed up. Like, it's so bad. That's the thing. All of it is so trash. It does not compare to what we were getting before these people entered the scene. It does not compare. But yeah, as more and more independent artists gain prominence, I think we'll get back to a sense of normalcy. We'll enter a new era of art, of entertainment, in which we can start enjoying ourselves again. We just need to let these fools just embarrass themselves a little bit more, and then eventually their entire enterprise will collapse. And the Acolyte is a great example of that. But episode 5 was decent. Episode 5 wasn't bad. Let me know what you think in the comments. I have to pray at the end of my videos just about peace and blessing and all that good stuff. Dear Father God, thank you for this individual watching this right now. Thank you for making them whole and unique and guiding them on a path towards peace, prosperity, and purpose. Thank you for blessing this person with wonderful people in their life who love them, take care of them, bring the absolute best out of them. And thank you for maintaining the ones that are there to do the same thing. Thank you for blessing this person with love and marriage and sustaining that love and marriage and making you very, 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 very happy. Thank you for blessing this person with the spirit of gratitude so they can give thanks for all the wonderful things in their life. And by giving thanks, they can find peace, contentment, and attract even more blessings. Let your presence be felt in this person's life, so let your God, that you're real, that you love them, you're always going to be there for them. Good health, long life, and happiness over this person and everyone they care about. In my name I pray, in Jesus' name I pray. Amen, 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 amen.